So picture this, 8 months of competition, 36 clubs, and it all boils down to 90 minutes of pure, unadulterated chaos. Today, we're going to break down that final frantic match day of the Champions League phase, where we saw heroes crowned and giants just come crashing down. Let's get right into it.
The entire day really hung on one massive question. Who would get to claim that direct spot into the final 16? And who was going to get dragged into a brutal winner-take-all playoff? And the difference is immense. One path gets you a well-deserved rest, the other forces you through a grueling knockout tide just to survive.
All right, first up, let's talk about the teams who just handled their business, the undisputed top dogs. These are the 8 clubs that completely conquered the league phase, booking their tickets straight to the round of 16. No stress, no playoffs for them, just pure success.
And here they are. What a list. It is absolutely dominated by the Premier League, with Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Manchester City all locking down top spots. They're joined by Germany's Bayern Munich, Portugal's Sporting, and Spain's Barcelona. A truly elite group right there.
But even among those elites, one team stood head and shoulders above everyone else: Arsenal. They were literally perfect. 8 games played, 8 games won. A flawless, historic, and just utterly dominant run that establishes them without a doubt as the team to beat.
It wasn't quite so easy for everyone, though. Barcelona had a major scare, going down 1-0 early to Copenhagen, and for a moment you're thinking, uh-oh, are they going to slip into the playoffs? But then a huge second-half comeback, finishing 4-1, saw them secure 5th place and breathe a massive, massive sigh of relief.
But where there are winners, well, there have to be losers. And this is the part of the story that sent shockwaves across Europe. We're talking about the fall of the giants. The big names everyone expected to be in that top 8, who just stumbled at the final hurdle.
This quote from the Times says it all. A major embarrassment for Real Madrid. Whoa, those are strong words, but they perfectly capture the feeling after the day's biggest upset. This really set the stage for an absolutely stunning turn of events.
I mean, just look at that scoreline. Real Madrid, needing a positive result in Lisbon to lock in their top 8 spot, were instead dismantled 4-2 by Jose Mourinho's Benfica. The loss was a complete disaster, knocking them out of automatic qualification and condemning them to that dreaded playoff round.
And the pain in Madrid was doubled. Real Madrid wasn't the only Spanish giant to fall. Atletico Madrid, playing at home, lost 1-2 to Bodo/Glimt, an incredibly frustrating result that means they too have to fight their way through the playoffs. Just a truly tough night for the city of Madrid.
But the drama wasn't just about the big teams falling. It was about the heart-stopping, last-second moments that decided the fates of so many others. The fine margins between glory and despair were on full display.
And this captures that knife's edge perfectly. On one side, you have the absolute euphoria of Olympiacos. With just 10 minutes left, they score a miraculous goal to win and qualify. On the other side, the utter heartbreak of Athletic Club. They were going through until they conceded a soul-crushing goal in the 94th minute to Sporting, knocking them out of the competition. Pure agony and ecstasy, separated by just seconds.
But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to this moment. In the 96th minute of that stunning upset against Real Madrid, Benfica's goalkeeper, Anatoly Trubin, came forward and scored the final goal himself. A goalkeeper! An absolutely heroic and unbelievable moment to seal a famous victory. You just cannot write this stuff.
So, after all that chaos, where does this leave us? The dust has settled, the league table is final, and the battle lines are drawn. What happens next?
This table lays it all out. On the left, you've got your 8 champions waiting comfortably in the round of 16. On the right, a murderer's row of giants and hungry underdogs in the playoffs. Just look at those names. Real Madrid, Atletico, Juventus, Inter. They all now face a treacherous 2-legged tie just to get back to the main stage. The tension is only going to ramp up from here.
And that brings us to our final, tantalizing thought. The stage is set, we have our comfortable champions, and we have a group of wounded, dangerous giants lurking in the playoffs. So the real question is, who do you fear more? The team that cruised to the top, or the one that had to fight its way back from the brink? The road to the final just got a lot more interesting.